Getting people to believe that they have power
Mm.
is really important. And to
Yeah,
have
it's super
them
important.
feel like their participation is valuable. That's critical. Well, so what is something that people really will be gratified to be part of? That's important to
Mm,
them. That's why, election year, we know people are worried about this. How do we deal with that concern in a way that's proactive and brings us
mm,
together? There's the power over versus power with. We keep on looking at power over, and power over is short-term thinking because you win a battle, but you don't go the distance. We need power with to really solve things. To deal with
mm,
something like climate change, we need power with. Power over is not a winning strategy. Hence,
mm,
my desire to be in relationship with people that see things very differently than me.
mm.
It's the only way we're going to collectively get to where we want to arrive.
Exactly. Yeah. We can't afford to not to, like not to collaborate, not to try to see eye to eye. Um, I deeply believe that. And as to what you said about elections, well, I live in Argentina, which is the distrust for democracy is at the highest point that it ever was. People are like not voting to a degree that was not common in my country. Um, and it has a lot to do with this, with people feeling powerless, people feeling like their voice is not being heard, and that no matter what they vote for, what they want to happen will not happen. So I think it's so important that we all focus more on building these the bridges with the people around us because we can't do it alone. We can't work through these issues with just our bubbles, with just our groups. Um, and do you find that common misconceptions about bridging differences? For example, I know that some people feel like it means compromising your values or avoiding conflict.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that compromise has, kind of developed a negative
Mm,
name where, in fact, when it's done in a way that's fully engaged, it's very constructive.
mm,
And, but, that's part of this branding effort that is pushing us apart and
mm,
us having to step up and say, you know, every human being deserves dignity. We
mm,
want to live in a world where every human being has their basic needs met. And the only way we're going to do that is if we do that together. That's, if we can find certain core values that we can agree on, um, and build up from there and recognize that there are, you know, algorithms and profitable, power brokers that have motivations that may not be aligned with us that we have to defend ourselves against. That's just the reality we
mm.
currently live in.